Hello everyone, my name is Tyler. Welcome to AI Football Prediction Lab, Europe's most trusted football prediction channel. On Thursday, 19th June, 4 matches will be played in the FIFA Club World Cup, according to UK time. We've now entered the second round of group stage fixtures, with one exception. The clash between Juventus and Ahly will be their first match in the group. The other 3 matches will be second group games for the teams involved. As always, our football analyst Luca has conducted in-depth research on all 4 matches and will provide 2 predictions for each one. We'd also like to remind you that at the end of the video, we'll share the predictions we trust the most in a segment we call Top Predictions. So don't forget to watch until the end. And of course, to see the final results of all our predictions, don't forget to visit our Instagram page. The link is in the description below. So let's get started. Here's Luca with his trusted FIFA Club World Cup predictions.
Hello everyone, Luca here. Let's dive straight into the match analysis and predictions. According to UK time, Thursday 19th June brings us 4 exciting games, and we're kicking things off with the first fixture of the day. The first match of the day features Ahly taking on Juventus. Ahly qualified for this tournament by winning the 2023-24 Asia Champions League. However, they've significantly weakened since then. In this season's Asia Champions League group stage, they fell well below expectations, recording just 2 draws and failing to make an impact. On the other hand, Juventus have made their intentions clear by extending the contract of head coach Igor Tudor, who was appointed midway through last season. The club is clearly backing him for the long term. Juventus are seen as one of the 2 favourites to progress from this group, alongside Manchester City. Unless we witness a major football upset, they're expected to advance. And since Ahly are no longer the side that lifted the Asia Champions League trophy, I believe Juventus will win this match comfortably. My second prediction is Juventus over 2.5 corners in the first half. I'm expecting a dominant start from the Italian side. Ahly will likely sit deep, and with Kenan Yildiz and Conceição pushing aggressively down the flanks, Juventus should win several early corners. My alternative prediction is Juventus to score at least 2 goals in the match. The second match of the day sees Palmeiras face off against Ahly. This will be the second group stage game for both teams. Ahly played out a 0-0 draw against Inter Miami in their opening match. They actually caused problems for the American side in the first half, even winning a penalty, though they failed to convert it. However, in the second half, especially towards the end, Inter Miami looked more likely to score and could have taken all 3 points. Palmeiras, on the other hand, played a very intense and physical game against Porto, which also ended goalless. Their high tempo and organized display against Porto showed how serious and determined they are in this tournament. Based on that performance, I see them as clear favorites in this match. However, instead of backing Palmeiras to win directly, my first prediction is over 1.5 total goals. Palmeiras will push hard for the win and are very likely to score. Once that happens, Ahly will be forced to come forward and chase a goal themselves, which opens up the game. That's why I believe we'll see at least 2 goals in this match. My second prediction is Palmeiras over 1.5 corners in the first half. Palmeiras, like most South American teams, are fully aware of the prize money on offer for each win. This is a major opportunity for them, and I expect a fast, aggressive start. With their attacking wingers and wide play, I expect Palmeiras to earn multiple corners, including at least 2 before half-time. The third match of the day features Inter Miami playing host to Portuguese giants Porto. Porto's first game was against Palmeiras, and I have to say they looked surprisingly solid. Despite coming off a disappointing domestic season, finishing 3rd in the league, and underperforming in Europe, they managed to go toe-to-toe with a very physical Palmeiras side. In fact, they could have even won the match. Their goalkeeper put in an outstanding performance. Based on what we've seen so far, Porto might just use this tournament as a way to rediscover their identity. Alongside Palmeiras, I believe they're the 2 teams most likely to qualify from this group. As for Inter Miami, they're of course packed with big-name players, although most of them are past their prime. My first prediction is over 0.5 goals in the first half. Inter Miami allowed plenty of chances even against Ahly, and their defensive weaknesses are still a concern. That's why I expect Porto to find the net before the break. Of course, with Messi on the pitch, we also can't rule out Inter Miami scoring. My second prediction is Porto double chance. Even though I personally see Porto winning this match, I prefer to stay on the safer side. So whether Porto win or draw, this pick will land. The final match of the day sees Seattle Sounders take on Atletico Madrid. This one feels like a battle between the biggest disappointment and the most pleasant surprise of the opening matches. At least that's how it felt to me. Let's start with Atletico Madrid. They entered the tournament after a rough domestic season and had the perfect opportunity to respond, facing a Paris Saint-Germain side that was still in celebration mode after winning the Champions League. But instead of rising to the occasion, Atletico collapsed. They suffered a humiliating 4-0 defeat, with no energy, no fight, and no reaction. That's exactly why I was so disappointed. On the other hand, Seattle Sounders were the complete opposite. They were fiery, aggressive, and bold. Against a very physical Botafogo side, they didn't back down. They responded with intensity and almost came back from 2-0 down. The match ended 2-1, but Seattle could have easily equalized. Their fans were electric, and it's obvious that this is a team playing with joy and confidence, fully backed by the home crowd. They attack with pace, use the wings well, and seem to enjoy every minute on the pitch. That's why I expect them to be dangerous again, even against Atletico Madrid. My first prediction is Seattle Sounders over 0.5 corners in the first half. With their aggressive style and strong support from the stands, I believe they'll earn at least one corner before half-time. My second prediction is over 1.5 total goals in the match. Seattle are playing with freedom and confidence. Atletico need a response. In this scenario, I think we'll see at least 2 goals, maybe even more. That wraps up my predictions for the FIFA Club World Cup matches on Thursday, 19th June. Thanks for listening, but don't go anywhere because up next is our top prediction of the day.